Hi, I'm Shonda Miles, and today I want to talk to you about how to create your first digital product. So, if you're, in case you're wondering, who is Shonda Miles? I have a master's degree in business. I have wrote and published 23 books on Amazon on a variety of topics: business, medical coding, marriage. Self-esteem is something that's super important to me. So I talk about self-confidence all the time. Um, let's see, business. And then I also wrote or created 141 digital products. And they're on the variety of topics as well. Creating digital products, multiple streams of income. I have 7 certifications. There are medical coding certifications. I've been teaching online for the last 12 years. So if you're wondering, how did I get here? Well, in on March the 17th, 2015, I had a baby that had tracheomalacia, and she was in the hospital in the ICU for 4 weeks. And in January of that year, I made $25,000. And in April of that same year, I made $1,500. So as you can imagine, it was catastrophic for my family. And she would go on to be sick for the next 10 months, ER visits, hospital stays. And I had to figure out really quick how to take care of my family. And so I had been through some training with digital products, how to write a book, all these different things. And I had kept putting it off, just trying to make it perfect. And when this happened, I decided that I was going to create the digital products, and I did. And I was going to put it out there. And so in other words, I created the products because out of necessity, I needed to have passive income to take care of my family. And I never wanted to be in that position again where I didn't have the income, that I needed to take care of my family. The next slide, I just want you to think about believing yourself. This is super important that you believe in yourself. You do the work, you do the best you can, and then you believe that it's going to be successful. You believe that you provide good information, that you teach the information well, and that people's lives are going to be changed as a result of you teaching them this information. Done is better than perfect. I mentioned this before that we procrastinate over and over again because we want it to be perfect. And the truth of the matter is, it's just not going to be perfect. What we need to do is create the best product that we can, and then we need to make the tweaks as we go. Just making it better and better and better, and then go on and do the next product. We're doing ourselves a disservice, and we're doing the people that we serve a disservice by not creating the digital products. The next thing is brainstorm. So you're going to take out a piece of paper and you're going to do some brainstorming. You want to write down all of your accomplishments. So on the top of the paper, you want to write down your accomplishments, anything that you've accomplished. The next thing you want to do is write down all of your education. So if you attended college, have you, received any degrees? Write those down. The next one is hobbies and interests. What is it that you love? What can you, get caught up on the internet and, search for something 4 hours and realize that you lost track of time? What do you really love to do? Compliments. What are you complimented on? What do people say? You do a great job at organizing. You do a great job at cleaning. You do a great job at, um, playing tennis. What do people come to you for? Do they come to you and say, okay, can you make me can you make me a pound cake? Can you organize my shelves? What do people come to you? And then what are you complimented on? And the last one is work experience. What have you worked? What is your occupation? What have you done in the past? And then once you get your work experience down on paper, think about what skills do you have? What skills have you learned from that, from all that work experience? So write all that down on a piece of paper. The next thing you got to do is the hard thing. You got to choose one thing, choose one topic from the previous slide. Just make a decision. It doesn't, you just make a decision. What are you going to create your first digital product on? What are you going to create your first digital product on? The next thing is just think about something that's easy. Choose something that's easy. Choose something that you're super passionate about. So what I tell my clients is choose something that you can talk about nonstop for 2 hours. That's what you should create your product on. It'll just kind of help you get a sense of accomplishment, and then you could just make it better. You can tweak it as you go along. But choose something that's super easy, something that you're super passionate about, or something that you can talk about nonstop to a girlfriend. The next thing is sit down and record it. So don't overthink it, just sit down and record it. The next one is problem. Think about, what problem are you solving? What problem are you solving? What results are you solving? I mean, what results are you getting for your target market? What results are you getting for your target market? What keeps them up at night? What keeps them up at night? Who is your target market? Is it a male? Is it a female? How much money do they make? What's their occupation? So what do they do for a living? Are they married? Are they single? Are they widowed? Are they divorced? What are their likes and dislikes? What keeps them up at night? And so what's important to remember is that more than likely you are your target market a few years ago. So you are your target customer, your avatar from 2 or 3 years ago. You're just a few steps, in most cases, we're just a few steps ahead of our target market. So before you teach it, create an outline. So you create an outline, write out your entire course, or you can just record one lesson at a time or one module at a time. And you can keep it super, super simple. You can create 3 to 5 minute lessons. So you don't have to make it hard, just 3 to 5 minute lessons. And if you think about it, the courses that you have went through, did you like the shorter lessons? Do you like to be able to have some sense of accomplishment that you're, getting through the material, that you're getting what you need? So 3 to 5 minute lessons. Then you can add resources or worksheets as you go. You can create a workbook if you like, but just kind of think about that. Short lessons. And then how are you going to teach it? You can teach it through audio. You can use your cell phone. You can just dial into like freeconference.com, which is free, as well as freeconferencecall.com. Both of those are free. You use your cell phone. You just dial into this number. You can record it, and then they'll give you the recording. So that's something that's super easy. You can teach it using a PowerPoint if that's something that's easy for you. You can use Google Slides. You can record it on your smartphone. You can do like a screen. You can record using just screen share only. You can do that via Zoom if you like, or there's other things, Camtasia, Ecamm. You can teach it. So don't get caught up on how to teach it, but you can teach it live if you want. You can teach every other day on Facebook, or you can do a YouTube live. You can teach it on Zoom. You can talk it, like I mentioned before, through your cell phone, like through freeconferencecall.com. You can do it via your iPhone or your Android. Or one of the easiest things to do is teach live. You can say, okay, I'm going to teach for the next 6 days. I'm going to teach 40 minutes or 30 minutes. Then I'm going to leave the rest of the time for Q&A. And then at the end of that 5 or 6 days, you've got your course. Or if you want to do it every other day, you can do that as well. Or your course, or however you want to do it. If you want to just do one live, record it, do it live, and then of course, it's going to be recorded because it's on Facebook. You can make that first day your digital product, or you can do 5 or 6 days and make it a course. It's just kind of up to you. So let's talk about the cost of not creating your first digital product. The cost of not creating your first digital product. So let's say you have $1,000 course times, let's say 25 people buy your course per quarter. So $1,000 course, 25 people buy it per quarter. Okay, so let's say $25,000 per quarter. So that's $100,000 that you would have made if you would have created your digital product. Let's say you have a digital product that's $50. So everybody can create a $50 product with their eyes closed. So $50 digital product, and you have 1,000 people who buy your product. Let's say it's 1,000 people over a year. So let's say 80 people a month, 85 people a month buy your digital product for $50. That's an additional $50,000 per month. And of course, these numbers are super, super modest because you can do way better than this. What if your product was $250? Your product was $250 and you had 500 people buy your $250 product. That's an additional $125,000 in revenue. And the last one, $100 digital product. Of course, we can all do this with our eyes closed. $100 product. 1,000 people buy your $100 product over, let's just say, a year. That's an additional $100,000. So we can all do that. So just think about how much money you've lost if you had just these four products. How much money you lose in a year's time. It's insane. So you've got to start creating your digital product right now. You got to start creating your digital product right now, or your next product. So how much should you charge? So it depends. It depends on the value that you give. It depends on the transformation that your customer is going to receive. But you can charge whatever you want. You could test several price points if you want to, and just see which one does the best. But the purpose of being an entrepreneur, the purpose of creating digital products, is you're teaching what you know from your experience, and you're no longer trading time for money. And so you can charge what you want based on the transformation that your customer gets, or the value that you give to your customer. The next thing you want to do is create a freebie. This is AKA a lead magnet. This is something of value. So if you think about, you go to your favorite website and they ask for your name and email address. They want your name and email address in exchange for a discount. They might give you 10% off. They might give you a PDF or a video training or something like that. That's a freebie. And you want to think about, okay, how can you create a freebie? Start your email list using some type of autoresponder like Aweber or MailChimp. And you want to think about, okay, what can I offer in a lead magnet? What do you want your potential customers to already know before they come to you? Or what is it costing your potential customers by not solving their problem? You can put that into a freebie. Or you can think about, okay, what are the common mistakes or myths that my customers have, or that they're encountering? And you can use that to create your freebie. A freebie could be all different things. It could be an ebook. It could be a checklist. It could be a cheat sheet. It could be a Word document. It could be an audio product. It could be a video. It could be some type of training. It could be a quiz. People like quizzes. It could be a workbook or a PDF. So there's all different ways that you can create a freebie for your customers. The thing is, you want to think about is, what can I create that my customers can get, our potential customers can get results in 15 minutes. So you don't want to make it something long and drawn out where they don't read it, they don't take action, they don't see how good you are, they don't see your secret sauce because it was too long, it was too complicated. So you don't want to do that. So the last thing is stories. You want to think about, okay, what stories can you tell to make a point, to teach a lesson, to help somebody get from point A to point B, to see themselves in the situation where they know that they can get results with your product. So just think about what stories. And so what I do is every single day I sit down and I say, okay, what has happened today what story can I capture that happened today? What did I learn? What lessons did I learn? And then how can I use that to teach that in something that I have, a digital product, a course that I have? So you just want to think about how can you teach it? What story can you tell somebody that will be advantageous to them to be able to learn a lesson from? And so that's how to create your first digital product.